Here we are at Dermont Station. In front of me, we have L and E. R A1 Peppercorn 46 to Loco No 2001 on the North Pole Special from Dermont to Kembury, where we will meet the big man himself. We may also be joined by ALMS 4700 class locomotive whenever we reach Kembury. As she was gaining speed, she passed through Dermont Valley as passengers, whom of which were doing their daily commute to work, watched in amazement as she whizzed through the station at a speed of 70 miles per hour. As we are about to hit a top speed of 90 miles per hour, L and E R A1 Peppercorn passes through Wooton, where passengers who are doing their daily morning commute to work watch in amazement as the train speeds through the station.
Yep.
The station we pass through next is Baker Lane. By 1 p.m, she reached a top speed of 80 miles per hour as her passengers were having lunch. Just as it hit 1:30 p.m, she passed through Wooton. Next and final stop, Kembury. as she approached her destination. A1 Peppercorn Loco number 2001 passed the famous Kembury Industrial Estate. It was late, and as it hit dinner, she arrived into Kembury, where she's welcomed by a significant crowd of TV, newsreel and press cameras, as well as fellow railway enthusiasts, including a Sometimes grotto for those who wanted to see Somta himself. It was there when she was replaced by ALMS 4700 Class 440 for her run back to Dermot. Not too long after she departed Kembury, she reached a top speed of 70 miles per hour as she approached Wootton. As she whizzed through Wootton, she passed the infamous locomotive L&ER A3 Pacific 46 to number 60,103 Flying Scotsman, which was built in 1923 by Sir Nigel Gresley for the Flying Scotsman Express train, which ran from London King's Cross in London, England to Edinburgh Waverley in Edinburgh, Scotland. Flying Scotsman earned its name a railway history books as it became the first official railway locomotive to do a top speed of 100 miles per hour in 1934, doing a journey from London to Leeds in just a few seconds under 2 hours and 32 minutes. However, in 1938, its younger brother, Mallard, broke its record by doing 126 miles per hour. But despite that, Flying Scotsman holds other records, including being the first ever railway locomotive to do a loop around the world, visiting the United States in 1968 and Australia in 1988. However, during its time in the US, Flying Scotsman's owner, Alan Pegler, fell into debt, and it spent quite a long amount of years stuck inside a shed in a US Army base until William McAlpine bought it over in 1978. Here she is as she approaches Baker Lane. Passengers on the platforms, as well as railway enthusiasts, watched in amazement and awe as this beautiful locomotive rushed through the station platforms, and the whistle continued to echo through the valleys. Here she is as we pass through Dermot Valley again. As the train approached Dermot, the driver and fireman prepared to bring the train to a full stop. All passengers aboard the train enjoyed the journey and, most importantly, a visit to Somto's grotto to tell the big man what they want for Christmas. When the train left Kenbury, all said see you on Christmas Eve.